Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. Regarding the Holy Quran, the misconception I'd like to bring into discussion today relates to the blessings of reading Surah Saff. Now, primarily, there's just one narrative in this regard, which is recorded in Salabi's tafsir and is reported by Ubay ibn Ka'b from the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the words of this narrative are, Man qara Surah Isa, which of course is the name of Surah Saff. So, Man qara Surah Isa alayhi salam, kana Isa musalliyan alayhi mustaghfiran lahu ma dama fi dunya wa huwa yawm al-qiyamah rafiquhu. Which means that a person who reads Surah Saff, the Prophet Jesus will continue to pray for him, supplicating for him, asking for his forgiveness as long as that person is in this world. And on the day of judgment, this person shall be a companion to Jesus. So this is what this narrative says. However, I'm afraid this narrative is extremely weak and it cannot be relied upon. Its ascription to the Prophet Muhammad stands on very slippery ground. The reason for this is that one of the narrators which is found in his chain of narration is Makhlad bin Abdul Wahid, about whom Abu Hatim says that he is Za'iful Hadith, and Ibn Hibban says that he is Munkar al Hadith Jiddan. Now, as far as Ali ibn Zayd ibn Judan is concerned, who is another narrator found in the chain of narration of this narrative, he too is extremely weak. And just for example, Hafiz Mizzi has recorded the following jara on him in his book Tehzib al-Kamal. Thus, Ibn Sa'd's view about him is that he is fihi zurf wa la yuhtajju bihi. And Imam Ahmed bin Hanbal has various, it has been recorded that he has said various opinions. He has given his various points and opinions about Ali ibn Zayd ibn Jud'an, and all of them are extremely negative. Thus, for example, he is reported to have said that he is laysa bil qawi, laysa bil shay, and za'if al hadith. All these three opinions are ascribed to Imam Ahmed ibn Hanbal regarding Ali ibn Zayd ibn Jud'an. Similarly, we have a number of opinions ascribed to Yahya ibn Ma'in regarding Ali ibn Zayd ibn Jud'an, and all of them are very negative. Thus, they are za'ifun fi kulli shay, laysa bizakal kabi, laysa bi shay, and laysa bil hujja. So all these opinions are ascribed to Yahya ibn Ma'in, and thus this of course even further weakens his personality. Similarly, Ibrahim ibn Yaqub al-Juzjani says that Ali ibn Zayd ibn Jud'an is wahil hadith, za'if, and la yuhtajju bihi. And Abu Zura says that he is laysa bil qawi, and Imam Nasai and Ibn Hajar also regard him to be za'if. So in the presence of all these details, of course, this narrative cannot be relied upon, and it has to be discarded because its ascription to the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam is extremely weak, and it cannot at all be established. Now, the true way to achieve the blessings of reading a surah, as I continue to point out, is that we have a living relationship with that surah. And the living relationship with the surah is only established if we know that surah, what it says to us, we understand its meanings, we deliberate upon its message, and we are also communicate this message to others. This is the best way of having a good relationship with the surah, and of course, this would also guarantee reaping us its blessings. And we must disregard all such narratives whose ascription to the Prophet Muhammad ﷺ is extremely doubtful. أقول قولي هذا واستغفر الله لي ولكم ولسائر المسلمين والمسلمات.